I was listening to everyone and I realized that there was a theme, and hopefully you will pick up on it, but if you don't, my son's in the middle. Um, uh, the theme is probably just gratitude. We're glad to be here. The importance of mental health is often underestimated, but never by those of us who live with it. I include myself in that statement because I am a Latina woman with an invisible disability. Throughout the duration of my speech tonight, you will learn many things about me, but never what my disability actually is. I make it a point not to share that information because I like to think that I live in the real world where we fight stigma surrounding mental health every day while reminding ourselves that there will be nothing about us without us. So every day I wake up and I live the life I want. I get to work towards the changes I want to see within society in the name of inclusion, and surround myself with the people who inspire me. For this reason, I consider myself extremely fortunate. I, like us all, am a work in progress, which is fitting because what I seek is progress, not perfection. And in the search for progress, I had to own who I was. I had to own my disability. I had to own what it's taken me to get here tonight. So while I've already been introduced earlier on, like my favorite rapper Sean Carter, Jay-Z, would say, allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Lennyn Jacob. I immigrated from the Dominican Republic when I was 8 years old. I graduated 5th of my high school class and attended several colleges unsuccessfully before coming to CUNY, all while undiagnosed. Being raised in a Hispanic family would keep me from accepting my truth for quite some time. Ironically, I worked with children with disabilities in the Department of Education for 12 years, and through them, I came to accept that part of me. Still, I lived in fear of the stigma associated with my disability. In early 2020, I opted for change. I didn't know how I would make college work after the many previous failed attempts, but I just knew I had to have courage. So I arrived at Bronx Community College with a goal and no idea that I would find the support system that I always lacked. And it all began with a mental health referral. There, the disability office introduced me to a community of proud, disabled, college-educated, successful professionals. And they have shown me every day since we've met just the endless possibilities that surround us all if we simply focus on progress. So this is where today's path began. Today I stand before you, a student activist, proud to be a loving mother to a neurodivergent son with autism. He's right in the middle. He's very shy. I hold an associate's degree in liberal arts. I've just had the privilege of completing 2 years of service as the chairperson for the CUNY Coalition for Students with Disabilities, CCSD. And if you're not sure what that is, it's pretty much the university-wide group representing nearly 10,000 students with disabilities here at CUNY. Currently, I'm serving as co-chair of the CUNY SPS Student Association and a mentor for the college's Urban Male Scholars Mentoring Program. Additionally, I work as a disability accommodation specialist at Hostos Community College, proudly serving students with disabilities in higher education. I am the co-advisor of the CCSD at Hostos Club, And I think the theme here for this piece of my speech, at the very least, has surrounded the fact that my work with CCSD has led to recognition as part of the City and State Power 100 most influential people in higher education, which is a mouthful, for 2022 and 2023. So it's kind of a thing. I found out, of course, right? But it is a humbling reminder that while we're out here living our best lives, someone's always watching, right? You don't know who that person is. I just like to think it's my son. With my background, it's not shocking that I find myself here at CUNY SPS pursuing a bachelor's degree in disability studies. The reality is that if making a difference in this field is your goal, you have to first acknowledge that you don't know everything. Then you have to seek the knowledge and the guidance you are missing. And you got to take the opportunity to surround yourself with like-minded individuals who support you as you turn your dreams into reality. Now, I'm a Pisces, and those who know me know that I don't deal in dreams, I deal in actions. I'm always looking to build toward the bigger picture. I'm always looking for community, because while at times it's essential to be the first, I firmly believe it is more important not to be the last, and to ensure that we build a community that continues the legacies that we leave behind. So while I have your attention, I want to take the opportunity to do three things. First, I want to thank the CUNY SPS Foundation for awarding me the William J. Kissane III Scholarship. College students know the importance of scholarships play in the lives that they touch, because they alleviate the financial stress faced, allowing us to focus on what is essential: our families and our studies. Personally, I've already run out of financial aid. I have a ton of student loan debt, and completing my education without this type of significant financial contribution sometimes seems impossible. Secondly, I want to highlight the importance of disability studies programs and point out how proud I am to attend CUNY SPS. In my opinion, CUNY SPS is a school that, simply by making these type of programs available to the masses, introduces the concepts of universal design and equity. Every person they educate in this field, they open their minds to changing the narrative. These programs, they change perspectives, they change lives. Ultimately, they change the world. Thirdly, I want to acknowledge the student leaders that we don't see or hear about often. You know, the student leaders that go to class while supporting their local clubs. Those in student government that have a lot on their plate already, but make it a point to represent their student body. I want to acknowledge the student parents and the working students who still pursue student leadership despite leading complicated lives. In that same breath, I want to acknowledge the staff that support them in that pursuit. We don't do this alone, we're a team. The truth is that it's because of your voices that we have a campus culture of inclusiveness here at SPS. So as I come to the conclusion of my speech, I just want to say that it is with warmth in my heart that I acknowledge that the students here at CUNY SPS, the staff, the faculty, and the CUNY SPS Foundation are the progress. We collectively, we are the change that we seek. So thank you, CUNY SPS, for bringing me a step closer in my journey.